Here I am walking on the equator line that divides us from the north and the south. I'm north, I'm south. Hey folks, Brian Singh here from Brian's Stable. And I am here at the center of the earth here in Ecuador. And today we're going to be doing a little tour of the equator. Stay tuned. Here's our guide Giovani.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Ecuador.
And I'm here with my sisters and my nephew.
Buenos días.
Let's go. So this site here has a lot of the artisan markets and little arts and crafts and
Yes,
okay.
souvenirs. The line of the equator crosses every single region of our country. Galápagos highlands, lowlands, highlands, and rainforest.
Yes, I'm standing on the equator line here in Ecuador, and very interesting. And this is the monument to the equator right here. And for those of you around the world using the metric system, this is a spot where the meter was developed. Again, the meter is a definition that is based on the length of the equator around the world. So when it comes down to measurement and how we actually think about distance, this is a place where this was defined. And here we are, longitude 0 and Greenwich meridian 78:27 minutes. And we are at an altitude right now of 2,483 meters. For all the geography geeks out there, this is fantastic. I get to be here right on the equator. This is a fantastic opportunity and experience because it defines so much of how we live. Think about it. It defines our climate in terms of, some aspects of north and south, but primarily the seasons. That's all defined right here by this one line. The further away you go in either direction, that defines you get more variability as well as how much sunlight you get. Here on the equator, every day, 12 hours daylight, 12 hours of night. Elevator's not working, so we're taking the stairs up. It's kind of neat how they've turned this little monument into a museum that highlights so many diversity of Ecuador. Nice little introduction. In Ecuador, a country where almost every climatic zone is represented. Quite fascinating. These are the foods that they raise. And yes, they do eat guinea pig here, as well as conejo or rabbit. Ecuador is also blessed with a large indigenous population, and a lot of variation within that itself. And here the crown jewel of Ecuador, the Galápagos. This will be the subject matter of a future video as we are heading there tomorrow. Quito is that way. There is the ball that is at the top. This way we're looking east. As I move from south to north, we have north down there. And there's a couple dormant volcanoes right there. One of the cool things about this site, it's a bit of a hangout spot for locals. Today being Sunday, a lot of people go to church and then they come up here and they also have a picnic. Again, we tend to forget that most tourism is actually for the domestic population and local residents, more so than us. But for this part of Ecuador, tourism is one of the main businesses, and when you do have natural endowments like access to the equator, it's no surprise that locals and tourists alike really embrace this place and its geographical significance. I am now in the northern hemisphere, the hemisphere which most of the world lives in. It's a little different here than over there. If you do visit here, the site is great, well organized, great services, free bathrooms, as you guys know the rules. Anytime there's a clean, free bathroom, you go and use it. And this is a bit of a boulevard to come into the site, and from the boulevard takes you directly to the monument. So they have a little sampling here of chocolate wine here, and again, I'm always curious about that, and in my sommelier training we never had any discussion of what chocolate wine is.
This one is a chocolate wine. It's a sparkly wine. This is made with chocolate and hazelnut.
Will be your cupbearers.
Yeah. So the aroma, there's a lot of chocolate on the nose. There's a fruitiness, but local fruit. Hazelnuts. The hazelnuts are coming through. Again, it's kind of like a Vinsanto that you'll get in Italy, in that smells, in that sort of profile. Let's give it a taste. It seems low alcohol. Chocolate wine, not bad. And so now we're going to try the blueberry wine.
Blueberry.
All right. Blueberries having a lot of skin, does have a lot of tannin, so let's see how this comes together. Oh, this smells a lot more typical than with wine. Kind of Merlot-ish, like a candied Merlot. That is quite good. That's surprisingly good. Not complex, but you know, if you have that with some of the local food here, some of the lomo, and that would go quite well. We have a Bailey's here. Let's give her a go. And I just got another pour. Bailey's with Ecuadorian coffee.
Or just Ecuadorian coffee?
Only Ecuadorian coffee.
Okay.
Nice. The coffee's coming through.
Yes. You can smell this coffee. It's made with this coffee.
Like a very.
Can you smell?
Oh yeah. Ecuador, a major coffee producer in the world. It's a good blend.
Which is your favorite?
That's where we are, the middle of the earth. Not like in a Lord of the Rings way, but more real. That's a classic right there. In environments like this where it's quite dry and very tropical, vehicles like this could last forever. I know growing up, and even now I go back to Trinidad, they have vehicles that are most probably older than me still on the road, and I'm 61. Keep that in mind. So this one is most probably older than me. Quite something. I didn't notice this, but 1942. So it's even older than my sister. Now that's vintage. Wouldn't you like to have a stuffed llama too? I would go on the other side on this one. And we are heading on to our next site here, in and around the equator.